Hey guys, I'm back and today I have another story time video. So this is going to be titled, I'm sure you can tell from the title, Canada, Crazy Night in Canada Part 2, because I went again with my friends and it's just literally like, I feel like I just can't go to Canada and not have something weird happen to me. Like it was literally so fucked up. So I went to Canada again, but now with the same people. Well, Rebecca was there as well. She was there the first time and she was there the second time, but then it was just me, Rebecca, and our friend Catherine. And so we decided to go because we really wanted to go to this strip club that they have in Canada. I had been there once before. It's a really awesome place. It's super fun and sexy and just like everything like that. So we wanted to go and we like looked everything up. We're like, okay, they're open till 1 a.m. Monday night is ladies night, which I think gave us like a cheaper admission fee or something. So we like did all of our research. We got a hotel room literally the night of, which is awesome because usually you can't like get a hotel room that quick. So we get the hotel room, we show up at the hotel and they give us the key and we go up to the hotel room and it is this nice ass suite. Like it has 2 bedrooms and a huge bathroom with a huge bathtub and a huge like clear shower. Like it was so nice, but it smelled so bad. It literally smelled so freaking bad. So like cigarette smoke and just like smoke in general, like it really just it was too much. Like it was too much. Like I could imagine getting like a really bad headache had we stayed the night there. So we went down to the front desk and they gave us another room, but it was like not as cool. It's just like a regular hotel room. So we kind of downgraded a little bit, but it was nice to have that first hotel room for a few minutes. It made it to my Snapchat story, so all my friends think we stayed in that room, but we actually didn't. So then we decided to get ready. We went out, we got some alcohol, which took us literally forever to find the liquor store because in Canada, we're from the States, and in Canada we don't have any reception, so it literally took forever to get alcohol. We finally got some, went back to the hotel room. We were getting ready, drinking. It was a good time. We're like, okay, we're gonna go to Margaritaville first, and then we're gonna go to the strip club. Everything's gonna be fine. Maybe hit the casino after, because the strip club closed at 1 a.m., which is kind of early in my opinion. So, in our opinion, so we're like, okay, we're gonna go to Margaritaville, strip club, casino maybe. That's it. Fun girls' night, like whatever. So we go to Margaritaville. That was fun-ish. I mean, there wasn't really anybody there, so we each got one kind of like mixed drink thing and we drank it there, watched the Olympics, had to pretend like we weren't from America and we were like rooting for the Canadian team, and then we're like, okay, let's go to the strip club. So we start walking and we realize it's gonna be like a 20-minute walk, and we're already like, we're in heels and we're drunk already. So we stop and we get a cab, and the cab driver drives us to this place, this strip club, and they're closed. Completely closed. No ladies' night, not open. We got there at like 11. We're like, what the fuck? Why is it closed? And we're like, this is the whole reason we came to Canada. Like, what the hell are we gonna do now? So we asked the cab driver, were like, okay, what do you recommend instead? And he's like, well, you can go to this other strip club, but they only have female strippers, because the place that we wanted to go to had male strippers, which was, hello, the whole point. So we're like, nah, we don't really want to go to another strip club if there's just gonna be females. So we're like, what bars? Like, what bars are awesome around here? So he took us to this one bar, and it was actually right across from our hotel. So he basically drove us back to where we were like from. And we went there. It was called Bull Market, and we go in and it's like half, I mean, not even half. There literally was nobody there yet. And we got a few drinks, and then Rebecca's like, I have to eat before I get sick. So we're like, okay, can we order drinks, or can we order food here? And the lady's like, nah, the kitchen's closed. Like at this point, it's like almost midnight. She's like, no, the kitchen's closed. And we're like, sweet, like where do we go for food? And she's like, Subway's open. And we're like, okay. So we walk, it was like 2 blocks over, so we walked to Subway. Let me tell you, that was the best Subway I've ever had in my life. And I don't know if it was because we were in Canada and like they make their subs different, or if it was because I was super drunk, but it was the best Subway I've ever had. And like my friends were like, oh my god, this is so good. I'm like, literally it is though. So we ate our subs. We had a great ass time in Subway. we ran back basically to this bar. Oh fuck, I forgot one of the best parts. It's not the best part, but it's like important to the story. So as we're leaving to go to Subway, we like hear these guys and they're like, yo, you guys are so hot, why are you leaving? And Catherine's like, oh, don't worry, we're coming back, we're just getting food. I didn't see what these guys looked like, but like that happened. So after Subway, we go back to the bar, we get more drinks. They gave us this really good drink called a white freezy, I don't know, but it was like banana and raspberry and like peach or something. It was so good. And then we got polar bear shots, which was so good as well. So we're just like drinking, and Catherine starts talking, well, we're watching these guys play pool, and Catherine starts talking to the one guy. We found out he's like from France or something. His name was Jovan. Like, he was pretty cool. We like exchanged Snapchats, but then he's like, I have to go home. And we're like, oh, we want to do something fun. So then we're like, okay, we have to get more guys. So I see this one guy going down to the bathroom, and I'm like, what the fuck is good? Because when I'm out, like, that is my line. What the fuck is good? It gets you so many places. Honestly, try it. So he's like, not much. Like, I'm just going to the bathroom. Like, me and my friends are up there. And I'm like, okay, cool. And I didn't know who his friends were. Like, I was just like, okay, cool. He's like, I'll catch you when I come back from the bathroom. I'm like, okay. So then we're just like standing by the bar, and I see these like two cute guys. And so I just walk up to them. Like, they're like standing here, and I like put my arms around them. I'm like, what the fuck is good? And they're like, yo, what's up? What's up? And then the one guy, he's like, we totally saw you, like, we saw you leaving. And I was like, oh, that's you guys? He's like, yeah, we're glad you're back. And I'm like, okay, cool. He goes, who's your friend in the black dress? And I'm like, oh, that's my friend Catherine. You want me to go get her? And he's like, yeah, she's so hot. I'm like, okay. So I got Catherine, and Catherine's talking to this guy, and I'm talking to the other guy he was with. So Catherine's with Nolan. That's his name. What is this hair doing? Why are you weird? So Catherine's talking to Nolan, and I start talking to this guy named Derek, and then Rebecca starts talking to the guy from the bathroom. Turns out the guy from the bathroom, like, these were his friends. So it was like really awesome. So we're all talking to them. They have this extra friend. So like there's 3 girls and there's 4 guys. So it's kind of weird because we're like paired up, and this one guy is just like alone. He's like a DJ. He's like super cool. Like, he's like rapping for us, blah, blah, blah. The guy that's alone, he's like rapping for us, which I thought he was super cool until later. Like, this, I'll tell you why he is not cool. He's the worst person I've ever met in my life. So we're like talking. It's really great. And they buy us beers, and we're like drinking, and like I'm totally digging this guy, and Catherine is totally digging Nolan. Like, it's a good time. So they're like, yo, like, my friend Connor's the tall one, okay, the one that wasn't paired up with somebody, the one that was like rapping. They're like, yo, Connor has a really nice house with like a really nice pool, like, we'll take you guys back, like, don't worry. And we're like, should we go with them? Should we not go with them? Catherine's like, okay, like, if we come with you, how are we getting back to the hotel? And they're like, don't worry, we'll drive you, like, it's okay, like, come with us, we're gonna have a great ass time. And we're like, we're still kind of like, how are we gonna get back to the hotel? And they're like, don't worry, like, we'll take you back, it's fine. And we're like, okay, whatever. So there's 4 of them, 3 of us. So there's 7 of us trying to fit in this little Chevy Cobalt. And I don't know if you know what a Chevy Cobalt looks like, but it's just like a tiny ass car. So we all fit. So there's 2 guys in the front seats, and then in the back seats, I'm in the middle, Derek's to my right, Nolan's to my left, Catherine's on top of Nolan's left, and Rebecca's like literally laying across all of us. So it was a tight squeeze, a little tight ride. It was like a 25-minute ride back to this kid Connor's house. So we get to his house, and he has literally the hugest in-ground pool I've ever seen in my life. It literally was like Olympic size. I'm not fucking you. And he has a really nice hot tub. So I don't know, they're all like, let's go swimming. And I don't know if I might insert some pictures or some of my Snapchat story in here. But I was wearing a bralette crop top thing from Torrid. It was actually my last haul, or my follow me around shopping haul, and high-waisted leggings, and I was wearing heels. And so I'm like, I don't have a bathing suit, and none of us had bathing suits. Rebecca was wearing a dress, and Catherine was wearing a dress. We're like, none of us have bathing suits, and they're like, it's fine. They all literally get in their underwear, and we're like, what do we do? So we all got in our underwear, and let me tell you, had I not been drunk, I would have never fucking done that, because literally I went in a pool and a hot tub in a bra and an underwear, and like I am confident in my body and I'm confident in myself and things like that, but that is just nothing I would like do ordinarily. Like I just feel like I'm not that comfortable with my body to be wearing just a bra and fucking underwear in a pool. But hello, I fucking did it. And then Rebecca goes in her dress, and then she decides, oh, maybe I shouldn't wear my dress, and she like has her bra and her underwear on. And then Catherine, I don't think Catherine even went in, but it's fine. So we're literally all just like swimming naked almost, and Catherine's still with Nolan, and I'm still with Derek, and Rebecca and Tyler were like still kind of together, but then he left. So this Connor kid is trying to get with her, and he's like touching her and things like that, and she doesn't like him, she's not into him, she's into Tyler. And he's like, don't worry, like we can have some of our own fun. And she's like, no, like I'm okay, I'm not interested. And he like starts touching her, and she's like, literally, stop touching me, I'm not interested in you. And he gets so mad, and he just like storms off. So me and Derek are like making out in the pool, and Rebecca comes over to us, and she's like, guys, can you just like make sure like he doesn't come near me, like I'm not interested, he's not getting the hint. And we're like, yeah, totally, like stick with us. Turns out me and Rebecca and Derek, we like all start making out and like kissing, and then a threesome is being discussed. It never actually happened, but it's being discussed, and we're like, literally, I don't know. We realize that Catherine and Nolan have snuck away from the hot tub to this guy's basement and are having sex. So we're like literally waiting for them to be done having sex, and we get out of the pool like at this time, and we go inside this guy's kitchen, and Rebecca's like, oh my god, Tyler's doing cocaine. And I'm like, Rebecca, shut the fuck up. Like, they're not doing cocaine. Like, who the fuck does cocaine? And then I look over, and this kid is literally sniffing cocaine off a fucking kitchen island with a blue Post-it note. And I'm like, oh my god, we need to get out of here. Like, we need to get out of here. Because at this point, like, shit's just starting to get weird. Like, that Connor kid is so pissed off. And so, because Rebecca wouldn't get with him. So, we go in the basement, and we, like, walk in on Catherine and Nolan having sex. They're both completely naked. And we're like, Catherine, we need to go. Like, this is getting really bad. Like, they're literally doing cocaine. And Nolan's like, what the fuck? Like, I leave for 15 minutes and they're doing cocaine. But let me tell you, it literally was not 15 minutes. They were gone for, like, almost an hour or more. And I'm like, how the fuck do you have sex for that long? But anyways, so we're like, no, Catherine, like, we need to leave. Like, we need to leave. So she's like, okay. She gets dressed. Nolan goes upstairs. He's like, guys, like, what the fuck? You guys are so disrespectful. Like, why would you do this in front of these girls? Blah, blah, blah. And they're like, let's get you home. And we're like, okay, we're down to go home. At this point, it's like literally 3 o'clock in the morning. We're like, we're down to go home. The only guy that can drive is this Connor kid, because he's the only one that's not high or intoxicated. And he refuses to drive us home because Rebecca wouldn't get with him. Refuses. He's screaming, he's yelling, he's calling us names. Literally the worst fucker I've ever met in my life. He's so disrespectful. And Catherine's like, are you fucking kidding? We told you if we came here we needed a way home, and you told us you would drive us home. And he goes, well, that was then and this is now, and you guys are he kept calling us broads. Like, who the fuck uses that word? He's like, these fucking broads, these bitches. Like, he's calling us all these names. And my guy Derek and Catherine's guy Nolan, they're like, literally, what is wrong with you? Like, if these were your sisters, or if these are your daughters, and they're stuck in another country at some random guy's house, and they want to go home to their hotel, like, how do you think they feel? Like, just take him home, man. And he would not. He refused. And Nolan's like, I'll give you $100. And he's like, no, I want money from them. And I literally was like, what the fuck is the difference if Nolan gives you money or if we get, because at this point, like, we had spent all of our money. Like, us girls had spent all of our money. We had zero reception. We couldn't call a taxi. We couldn't call a cab. Plus, it's literally 3 a.m. So we had no idea if they'd even show up. Like, we had zero reception. I think I just said that, but we just like, there was no way for us to physically go home. And by the way, it's raining outside now, and he kicks us out of his house and we have to stand outside in the rain. How fucked up is that? So I literally say to him, I'm like, what is the difference if I pay you money or if Nolan pays you money? It's all fucking money. And he goes, you want to keep running your mouth? I'll fucking leave you on the side of the road. Things just got really escalated, and I started crying. Like, I started crying. Like, I could not handle it. I was so drunk and tired, and I just felt really hurt and like misled and just like everything. I was just not having it. And then of course the guys felt even worse than like the nice guys. They felt even worse. So like, come on man, like she's crying, just take him home. And he literally refused. So then finally he gave in, and he was pissed about it. Like, he didn't give in willingly. He gave in very reluctantly. And I was like, I'm not driving home alone with him alone in the car. I was like, one of you guys have to come with us because I don't feel comfortable. So Derek ends up coming with us, and he's like, don't worry, you guys will be safe. Like, I'll be with you guys. Like, don't worry. So of course this fucking Connor guy is driving home at like 100 miles per hour the entire time. He's screaming the entire time. He like just things, I can't even remember things, but just like the most fucked up things he's saying about us, and like right in front of our faces. And of course the three of us, me, Catherine, Rebecca, we're not saying a word because we don't want to escalate the situation any more than it was. But Derek was sticking up for us the entire time, which I was so incredibly thankful for. It was just a really scary ride home. Like, Rebecca had 911 like speed dials on her phone, like in case something really terrible happened. So we finally get back to the hotel, and this guy Derek is like, I'm like, can you just stay with us? Like, just stay in our hotel. Like, we had 2 beds. I could sleep with him, Rebecca, and Catherine could sleep together. And he's like, yeah. So he ends up staying with us, and we just like talked all night, like for the rest of the night. I mean, we didn't go to sleep until like 6:30 in the morning. We were just like talking. We all had like, me and him and Rebecca and Catherine were just talking about like what the hell happened and just like how fucked up it was. And then me and him, like Rebecca and Catherine like fell asleep. So like me and him just like kind of had our own discussions. And then we woke up in the morning and we had to drive him home. So he gives me his phone number in my phone, and we drive him home. And before this too, like, this is weird. He has a daughter. And so he's like, oh, I'd show you guys a picture of my daughter, but like, I don't have my cell phone on me. And we're like, okay. And then Catherine's like, wait, why would you not have your cell phone on you? Like, who goes out and doesn't bring their cell phone? He's like, I just don't want to lose it. And we're like, okay. Then he gives me his phone number. And when we drop him off at his house, he's like, oh, you have my phone number, right? And I'm like, yeah. He goes, okay, text me when you guys get home. And I'm like, okay. So we get home, and I text him, and it's a landline. It texts, like, Sprint texts me back, and they're like, you just texted a landline. It's going to be 25 cents if you text back. This one's free. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, literally, what the fuck? So we messaged. So Catherine had Nolan's phone number too. So she texts him, and she's like, we're home. He goes, good. I'm so sorry about last night. We're like, it's okay. Thank you so much for sticking up for us. Like, blah, blah. And like, Catherine asked Nolan, like, maybe Derek was really drunk and he like typed a wrong number in my phone. Like, I don't really know. And so she asked him, and he goes, oh, Derek doesn't have a cell phone. And we're like, the fuck? He literally mentioned multiple times that night, like, I'd show you a picture of my daughter if I had my phone. And then Catherine's like, why don't you have your phone? And he's like, I just didn't feel like bringing it. And then he leaves Rebecca's car, and he tells me, text me. Like, who says all that shit if you don't have a cell phone? He literally does not have a cell phone. And Rebecca texted Tyler just to like ask the same thing. She's like, wait, does Derek have a cell phone? And he goes, nah, man, he's a rare breed, is like the exact words he said. He's a rare breed. He doesn't have a cell phone. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why? So yeah. And then I found Derek on Facebook, and I messaged him. I'm like, hey, I think you gave me the wrong phone number, because I wanted him to tell me himself, like, that he doesn't have a cell phone. He hasn't, I requested to his friend too, and he hasn't, like, answered my friend request or answered me in general. And Tyler's like, because Tyler, like, suggested it. He's like, oh, message him on Facebook. He's rarely on, but, like, maybe you'll get in contact with him then. And I was like, okay. So it's been almost a week, and he has not responded yet. So I literally don't know what to do. And like, honestly, I was super into him. Like, I was digging him, and I'm pretty sure he was digging me. And I just feel like we all just got really close because of the fucked up situation we were in. So I wish I could just talk to him, and I literally can't. So that's my story time from Canada, number 2. Actually, it was the third time I went to Canada this summer, and the second time also fucked me up. Maybe I'll film a story time on that. But, I probably will. No. I don't know. Anyways, so I hope you guys like this story time video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys so much for your support. Bye!